This is Grant Putnam Landscaping at your house here. Just looking at everything. You've got some hibiscus, rudbeckia. There's obviously a lot of weeds growing through that have to be cleaned up. Looks like you need some more mulch going forward. In the past, it looks like they've used sweet peat. Problem with that is that's decomposed horse manure, so it decomposes twice as fast as regular mulch. So I would go back to regular mulch. It would be more cost effective and you get a lot less weeds. Okay. The original cleanup effort here and trimming everything back is going to be quite a project. A lot of these perennials are overgrown, have to be cut back, some staked. Some hollies, Kwanzan cherry, that should be trimmed back. Spirea, typically you trim back this time of year and reblooms. All your roses, including your climbing rose in the house, all have to be deadheaded throughout the year to prevent to actually get flowers, because right now you have very few flowers because they haven't been deadheaded. Also, you've got some Japanese beetle damage. Okay, that's just the grubs in the lawn, and it will fly a mile away. So if you want to prevent that, you have to spray these bushes to prevent the holes in the leaves. The lawn has a lot of weeds in it, so if you want to get a really quality lawn, you need a really good fertilizing program. We do that in-house. You're probably getting too much water in some of these roses, because I'm assuming some of the water from the lawn is spraying into the roses. This crabapple tree has apple rust, which is a fungus, so if you want to have this look beautiful, you have to spray this 3 times in the spring with fungicides. Okay. Another crabapple tree. Again, just a lot of maintenance as far as trimming back all these dead branches on the daylilies, mugo pine, hostas. These are privet back here. Sedum, liriope. Again, just a lot of maintenance required with all these perennial gardens in your property. So the deal is we would send out a crew multiple times throughout the season from April all the way through October to maintain the gardens properly. Probably 5 or 6 visits, roughly 4 to 6 weeks apart each visit. Lily of the Valley, Pachysandra, euonymus. That's called a taxus, or also known as a yew. Some of these plants I would actually shift, move around, remove some of them that just don't look good. Okay, a lot of weeds growing through here. You got to remove all this. I'd remove all this. So again, the initial cleanup effort here would probably be one crew, an entire day, 1 to 2 days, just to clean everything up. This area, I'm assuming you wouldn't be touching. Down in this area, along in front of the retaining wall, so I won't put that as part of my bed. More roses that have to be deadheaded. That's a laurel. Laurel. It's called an autolichin laurel. Those two right there are Annabelle hydrangeas. This is a mophead hydrangea, so it's different. Those are guaranteed to bloom. This one doesn't necessarily bloom if you get a bad spring. Peonies, liriope. And again, a lot of perennials. The tree hydrangea has to be cut way back. Alright, that's just getting out of control. Allium, which is flopping over, has to be cut back. Little dogwood tree. Green giant arborvitaes, which has to be clipped back. Euonymus, which is really susceptible to scale, so this should really be sprayed as part of a plant health care program. If this is not sprayed, you could get scale issues, which will just wipe out the plant. Okay, I see a common issue at other properties we maintain. It's more Manhattan euonymus, same thing. I'm assuming that you typically maintain that. Climbing roses all have to be deadheaded, maintained properly. If you want to avoid any diseases, you got to spray with fungicides. And all these vines obviously have to be cut back so they're not glomming on the house. This tree, this spruce tree, you might want to deep root feed it. Looks like it's been stressed from the hurricanes of recently. It looks like salt damage, so you could deep root feed that. That's a Yoshino cryptomeria. That looks healthy, but grows very fast. These have to be trimmed back and shaped. And obviously there's another hedge of yew going all the way down here. That has to be cut back. That looks like it's already been trimmed. That's a Japanese umbrella pine. So it didn't make sense to have that underneath the canopy of this tree, but it's already there, so I would just leave it and just maintain it. And then a pole pruner should again clip the branches off some of the maple trees so that the animals don't run off the tree onto your house. So that's it. And again, you're going to need to remulch these beds every year, lawn fertilizer, and whatnot. Talk to you soon.